told Colson this, but like on my Skype call, the little react button to me it's a whale, but it's spinning like a slot machine, and it will not stop. It's been like at this for a half an hour now.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
So if you devolve into like an epileptic seizure, we'll know why.
I mean,
Get some of that sweet Microsoft money.
Yeah. Yeah, it's.
He starts making whale sounds.
Did you send the squid to kill the whale? Is that what
Yeah, to scare it.
Yeah, so just prepare to.
It'll be great.
It'll be perfect.
Y'all motherfuckers don't watch us play throughout the year, to tell you the truth. I'm gonna be real with you, and I don't care if I get fined.
That must be Jeremiah. Put some shoes on.
That train is off the tracks.
Who doesn't love the bouncy castle?
Hitler. Just prepare to. Yeah, so just prepare to be awash in undebeatable goodness.
Welcome, Pacers fans. You are listening to the Undebeatables, your semi-weekly Pacers podcast. Today is March 27th, 2022, and this is episode 587. Coming to you from Indianapolis, Indiana, I'm your host, Joey Gaffrida, the man behind the dials and former season ticket holder. This show, we're going to discuss a flawless 0-3 week of Pacers basketball with games against Sacramento, Memphis, and Toronto. Joining me this show are all three of our analysts, coast to coast like buttered toast. First, from the high school home of Jameson Brewer, Silver Spring, Maryland, it's the doctor, Jason Triplett.
What is up, Pacers fans? What is up, Undebeatables? Shout out to the St. Peter's Peacocks, who became the first 15th seed to make it into the Elite Eight. Unfortunately, the Magic ran out and Carolina put a waxing on them in the regional final. But what a fun story. Condolences to the Purdue fans out there, but boy, was that fun to watch St. Peter's win that game.
From Indianapolis, Indiana, he's our in-house bartender, mixing up the drinks in the crappy jingles. It's John, Speaker Fire, Colson.
What is up, Pacer Nation? What is up, Undebeatables? Yeah, I read a really cool article on St. Petersburg, and they said that their budget sometimes didn't include hot water. They are not a big time program.
They don't have fire there?
From Boise, Idaho, out west, it's our enforcer, John Harper.
What is going on, fellas? As you guys know, I'm a huge fan of the NCAA, and another just clutch move from them. They waited until the tournament was over and the Memphis Tigers had defeated our local Boise State Broncos to announce that they broke all the rules and will be disciplined. So, thanks, NCAA.
Waited till it was over, huh?
Yeah, they already, they let them into the tournament, but obviously they had all this information before, so they just let it ride because, presumably because it would be bad headlines at the start of the Final Four.
Fantastic.
Well, I'm sure they will punish themselves. I don't know.
Whatever.
Yeah, and nothing happens. Anyway.
The NCAA.
Oh, and yeah. We'll talk more about this later, but Jason, I just remember we were talking about speaker fires. I think you had a pretty horrific speaker fire incident, didn't you?
Yeah, the speaker fire is what took down the Monte Carlo.
That's right.
I forgot about that.
Yep.
As soon as I said it, I remembered. It's like, oh, there's a worse story than this.
Yeah. So the lesson is when a hot track comes on, don't turn up the volume too fast. Otherwise, your speaker might catch on fire. And then your car will burn down.
Not to the ground. Anyway, R.I.P. Monte Carlo. beautiful machine.
Oh man, I think of that every now and then, just randomly out of the blue, and it's such a tragic event.
Like that's how it.
I mean, luckily no one was hurt.
Sure.
But it really did look like you were trying to like cover up a murder.
What do you mean, officer? My car burned down. Of course.
Speaker fire, I swear.
Yeah. Well, before we get into the show and start talking basketball, I want to remind you that you can support us, the longest-running Pacers podcast, by heading over to patreon.com/Undebeatables. You can support our show for as little as $1 per month, and there's some higher tiers, too, to get some of the sweet, sweet other benefits, but that will get you into the club. Colson, what's going on with your face?
Okay, Joey, I want to play cat or baby because I think it's them. I think it's cat and baby calling back and forth right now.
Yeah, it's a call and
Call and
response.
response. Okay.
Because I was like, there's no way that's all baby and there's no way that's all cat. But
No, it's it's a duet, I think, at times, and
Fast friends.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So they've got their own language. I think the new album's dropping soon.
Well, it's nice that we
It's
get to
glorious.
test these hot checks in the background.
Yeah. So that's going to be the halftime music is the new Cat or Baby song. Well, we had a good week of Pacers basketball. We lost all 3 games. Well done to the team there. The first one, we snatched defeat from the jaws of victory, losing to the Sacramento Kings, the Sabonis-less Sacramento Kings. They're in win now, and they won that game, 110-109 over the Pacers. This came at the 0.2 seconds left in the game. There's a putback from a 3, and Buddy Hield helped enable that, dribbling off his foot, handing. Maybe he owed somebody something from his former time with the team. But that game was Indiana's to lose, and they did. Go Todd say dropping 20. Buddy Hield with 25 with the very clutch turnover towards the end of the game.
Makes him the player of the game for sure. That way,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah. Devion Mitchell, high scorer on the Kings. And the second 2 games of the week were less interesting. They were both blowouts. Thursday, March 24th, Pacers taking on the Memphis Grizzlies away, and lose this one 133-103. And this game was never in question at any point.
John Morant had like 50, right?
Let's see, John Morant.
No.
Did not play.
Oh,
Did not play.
cool.
DNP didn't care.
DNP just need a night off and didn't need me.
We can beat these guys without me.
Desmond Bain dropped 30 on us. Jaren Jackson Jr. with 20. Terry Taylor, 17 off the bench, but behind Lance Stevenson's 25.
Oh yeah, no, he had himself a game going.
Yeah,
was
he
it?
did.
Was that the third quarter where he just went off and it almost seemed interesting for a minute?
I mean, I don't know which game you were watching, but
We only lost the third quarter by 10, so.
See, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. I think that was the quarter when he made it look
I
interesting.
think what you and I find interesting, it's maybe relative.
Hey, come on!
scale.
You love watching Lance make him dance.
Just in
Oh,
it for the
I
air
do.
guitar.
Yeah, no,
I
this
do.
This is definitely the basketball version of Einstein's theory of relativity. It's all about
right.
the rate at which you are losing.
Yeah.
So yes, we had given up 74 points at halftime, and shocker, did not come back from that one. Third game of the week was Saturday, March 26th at the Toronto Raptors, and hey guys, there was a speaker fire. It didn't matter. The Raptors were putting the hurt down. The Pacers only gave up 41 in the first, 33 in the second. So I don't know, 74.
Yeah, we're consistent.
Well,
I mean that's yeah.
I don't want it to go unnoticed that this game was tied after 6 minutes, 16-16, and then we somehow gave them 41 points to the rest of the court. I mean, was that 35 points, 25 points? Yeah, it's 25 points in 6 minutes. That's pretty good.
So there was a big. They shut the game down for I think 70 minutes or something while they were hosing people off or whatever.
The crowd got really into it.
They had evacuated the building.
Joe, no one was injured.
No one was injured, except the Pacers' pride, I guess. But they end up they lose one by 40 points or whatever. So.
I think it probably was better for the Pacers to not have actual people watching them lose this bad.
I mean,
It's for their psyche in general, you think?
Yeah.
It was
Too bad
just,
all those cameras were there to
Too bad it's all over the internet.
Yeah.
As well.
So 0-3 week of basketball. You know, the Pacers doing better in their quest for the draft pick. You know, last week I was a little concerned with picking up 2 wins, but you know we're back on track here. We're
Back untracked.
I don't know. We're back off the track. I don't know. Whatever.
Perfect.
So
We'll Google that later.
yes, thank you, Colson. What are your standouts from this week?
You know, it's funny. I think last week I was really disturbed by the way that we came out and competed against Memphis, and then was upset that we won 2 games against bad teams. This week we lost the last 2 games against Memphis and the Raptors by a combined 70 points, and I'm totally fine with it. Like, it was way less stressful than this Kings game, which I was terrified. I mean, first of all, we need to say that Sabonis didn't have the courage to come back and play us. So shame on you.
But the other guys
Sabonis.
did, right?
They did, and we asked whether there was going to be a tribute of just Sabonis and forget the other guys, but no, they did a nice job of including all 3 of them in one video, so that was fine. Sabonis got to watch it from street clothes, I guess. So, because he's afraid to play the Pacers.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I mean, it was it Jalen Smith who last week made just a boneheaded play to foul when we were down.
It was tie score.
Tie score, right? And he was pretending he thought we were down, and so he fouled. We lost that game. Buddy Hield, had a real nice game against his old team, and then just dribbles off his foot casually down the stretch. So I'm
formally.
I thought it was fairly casual.
Was it like a black tie affair or nothing?
That's right. Yeah, he didn't put his tux on for that one.
I mean, he made it seem unintentional enough.
There's
not going to
He
be
will
an
not be
investigation.
reprimanded at all.
Yeah, but like I said, we're on track to do what we need to do. There was real concern there for us catching the Trailblazers and then the Kings with our wins. I think Harper, you sent me a text midweek that said Detroit out-crappied the Trailblazers for us, which was super useful.
They did.
And the Kings won last night. So I think, as long as we don't win, more than one game for the rest of the season, we're going to be solidly in that 5th spot. So I'm with our odds in the lottery. So feeling pretty good about that.
Yeah, and that Kings game too. I mean, not only were they without Sabonis, they were also without De'Aaron Fox. So I mean, we had to work on that, and somehow overcame 15 assists from Tyrese Halliburton. I mean,
yeah,
really quite an effort. So protecting that 5th seed like we mean it.
Proud of these guys.
Mm-hmm.
We got a 2-game lead on Sacramento right now. So
yeah, in the opposite way, right?
Yeah,
2 games behind.
Lead on the worst record.
Right.
Well, I mean, yeah, I'm looking at Tankathon right now.
Oh, I see. Yeah, okay.
And I do love we've talked about that before, but I do love some of the little details here. But like if you're on a losing streak, it's colored in green, which is good, and if you're in a winning streak is red for bad.
That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead. I thought you
Well,
had
I got nothing. I mean,
Okay.
It's, yeah.
Yeah, you got nothing to say.
I was trying to think of something clever to like sort of, oh no, I had some great insight, but no, we're just riding this out until until the when is the draft lottery? May 23rd
May
or something?
17th.
17th
or 23rd. Yeah, let's take one of those. The one thing that I'm a little, the only thing that occurred to me this week, while getting just obliterated by these other teams, is that Halliburton is not really working that hard to take over these games with his scoring. He's been doing a great job of getting everybody else involved. I'm hoping he's just doing that because he knows we're losing. If he's going to be the face of my franchise, I need him to score a little bit more than like 7 points in 40-point blowouts.
Yeah. Everybody else is on a tryout, right? So he's trying to showcase their skills. And whoever plays the best with Tyrese Halliburton is going to be on our team next year.
That's all we're looking
Internal
for.
Lottery that's happening, yeah.
Okay, that makes me feel better. All right.
Yeah, he's been. I mean, the little bit that I watched this week is been a little bit unlucky shooting wise. So he's in a bit of a shooting slump. But it's not that he's not. I don't think his shot total has gone down a ton. Although he's taken,
he's not taking very many. I mean, his percentage is all right. Early on, I was just really impressed by his ability to kind of get to the basket with that kind of high arcing scoop layup. And he's doing less of that right now. But yeah, maybe it's just because he's riding this season out just like we are.
Yeah.
And I like the idea that he's doing that for his teammates. I think he's a good floor leader.
Yeah, I watched most of I didn't watch most of it. I watched the fourth quarter of the Sacramento game, which was the most of any game I watched this week.
It was the most interesting part of the week as well.
That's right, yeah. And Halliburton had a tough shooting night against his former team.
Yeah.
And he was definitely trying to give it to him, And like those runners and floaters in the lane like just weren't dropping for him to some degree. So, but you're right. The rest of the week, yeah, he kind of took the foot off the gas as far as putting up shots, basically. So.
Hey, scoring basketball is a lot of work.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, he's also out there with guys that are, like Harper said, like trying to make their way in the NBA, and I think that Halliburton's trying to help them do that in some ways. And they're also going to be a little bit greedy when they get the ball, right? So.
Yeah, is there currently
the Dwayne Washington Juniors of the world don't really give the ball back?
Well, outside of Heald, I mean, everybody on this basketball team is fighting for their basketball lives, right? These are guys on 10-day contracts. These are, there's no guarantee that the birdhouse is going to stick around the NBA. Lance Stevenson, even though he's been in the league forever, I mean, he's always in and out of the league.
Watch your tongue.
I mean, a lot of these guys don't have contracts next year. And even our rookies, guys like Isaiah Jackson and stuff, like, they still have a lot to prove. So that's, if Brogdon or Miles Turner or Duarte are getting a ton of burn right now, maybe I'd feel different. But I'm with you. I like this. Let's get these fringe players some PT.
Is Duarte unofficially shut down, or?
I'm feeling like he's unofficially shut down. That's where I'm feeling like it's gonna, and I feel like Brogdon and Turner are as well.
Oh,
although
I think they officially shut them down, didn't they?
Oh, I didn't catch the official reporting on that, but
TJ Warren's the only one I've seen that's been officially shut down.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I'd still want to see Miles Turner on the team for like 4 games, but that's probably not a good idea. Just want to see him play with Tyrese. There's always next year
with him. Like I think the injury that he has and the injury that Duarte has, both of them are just benefited by rest quite a lot. So yeah, because they're not. It's not like they're getting surgery on either of those things, and like one is turf toe and one is like a stress fracture, and like the things that allow those to heal up the best is just taking pressure off of those joints and bones, basically. And so, and with the season going as it is, there's literally no reason for them to, amp it up and play.
Not unless it's going to help them next year in some tangible way.
Right.
Yeah, and you're probably right. It doesn't help them at all. It would just help me see what the floor might look like. I can wait till next season.
Yeah, I mean, I think the people in the decision making roles get to do that at practice, and they've got the off season for that, so I think they're probably not that concerned about that stuff.
Yeah.
To keep it off film for now.
For the big surprise attack.
No scouting reports.
Catch the league by surprise next year.
Yep.
Yeah, well, okay. Pacer tank moves forward, rolls forward. This week, boy, good chance at tanking. Monday, hosting the Atlanta Hawks, who I believe murdered us the last time we played them.
They did, but they're playing inconsistent. I don't know.
Yeah.
They only won by 3.
Yeah, that was a close
okay.
one last time. Yeah.
Oh, that was a close one. That's right. They killed us in the first.
The
half,
first
that's
game.
what it was.
Yeah.
And then
The first half. Okay.
Yeah, and then we took the ball out of Trae Young's hands. Okay, and then Wednesday, another home game hosting the Denver Nuggets. Friday, April 1st, go on the road to the Boston Celtics, who are on fuego right now. And then Sunday, April 3rd, back in the field house to host the Detroit Pistons in a critical tankathon game. Only 2 weeks left in the season, boys.
We are just really winded down.
I don't know if you realize that, but the following week we play the 76ers twice and the Nets once. So,
And that's it.
That's it.
That's it. I've started doing some Undebeatable awards, Joey.
Yeah. Boy, this is going to be a weird year. We might need some new categories.
I'm all for it.
For sure.
I think Buddy Hield is making his case for most valuable pacer with that.
I mean,
dribble
I
off
think,
the leg.
Yeah.
Just some anti-hero type work there.
Oh, dear.
Yeah. It's going to be an interesting year for the Undebeatable Awards, I think, for sure. Is this the one we do Quaker style, or is this
No,
the
that's
Deathmatch one? I
that.
can't remember.
Yeah, no, the Undebeatable awards for Pacers is where we just get to talk about the Pacers. But when the Undebeatable awards NBA is where we have to do it Quaker style.
Okay. Gotcha.
An interesting twist. This year we're going to have 3 hosts for
Oh,
3 female hosts. Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, it's what the Oscars did. We decided we should do it.
Yeah.
So.
they're
Or
yet to be
Mary.
named.
Somehow we landed Amy Schumer. And who else is...
I mean,
Two-
you mean we
two names.
finally let her on the show? She's been bugging us for years.
We caved.
Finally caved.
She kept finding ways into my DMs.
You don't even know what that means.
I used to block them, but now that she figured out a way around it, that's a thing, right?
Hacked your DMs. Boy. I think they have classes at the library you could take for.
It's like it's me and a bunch of 80-year-olds.
Yeah. Social media literacy
Twitter literacy.
programs or something. Yeah. Community outreach kind of stuff.
Perfect.
Yeah. All right. Well, Jason, thanks for the preview for the rest of the season. A reminder, head to tankathon.com to catch the the current status. But yeah, we're looking pretty good in the 5 slot, and 3-7 in our last 10, and it's not a foregone conclusion, but we've got a good position to get that the fifth spot.
We definitely need to not win more than 2 more games. One would be ideal, but if we win more than 2, then we're getting ourselves in trouble.
Yep. But we got to get those lottery balls in our favor. All right. Well, we'll be back with you on Thursday with some deep analysis into the rest of the season. Until then, you can find us on the social medias. You can slide into Colson's DMs on Twitter. You can hack his DMs. What are you saying?
Well, no, she was blocking them and then somehow figured it out. So I guess that would be hacking my DM.
She was blocking your messages?
No, I was blocking hers. She's been trying to
Okay.
get on the show forever, and I've just got tired of it.
Okay. All right. So that's on Twitter at Undebeatables. Or on Facebook.com/TheUndebeatables.
Call me, Amy.
Our
I'm over it. It's cool. You can call me.
website is TheUndebeatables.com. Amy, you can use our contact form there. That's probably a little more reliable than Colson's
Yeah,
Twitter usage.
yeah. Joey checks the email. You probably should have emailed.
I do. So we've got the contact form there and the email address. Shout out at theundebeatables.com. And of course, we have one Amy Schumer size shirt at the Undebeatables/store.
We should probably save that for Amy, if it's her.
Well,
size.
as long as she wears a medium.
She probably wears this medium. For the architect Dottie Walsh and our once and always Hall of Fame coach Bobby Sticklenard. Turn out the lights, the party is over.
Getting like choir boy vibes on that. Mm-hmm. Did you? You were in choirs?
Yeah.
Growing up, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I attended many a magical concert.
Yeah, you did. That was
featuring Jonathan Coulson.
the stylings of John Coulson. Luckily, it was largely speakers on fire.
Oh, always. They didn't let you in the building unless you had a fire extinguisher.
Yeah. Never a dull moment, madrigals.
Yeah. 14 people singing without background music. Woo, watch out.
When Bring Me Some Figgy Pudding came out, like, boy, the crowd just lost their minds.
That's right.
I didn't get that Microsoft money.
Yeah.
Send it my way, Mr. Gates.
Yeah, Gates didn't do anything with it.
Yeah, that's true.
Malaria. Psh. Whatever.
It's a hoax anyway.
Fake.
False flag, right?
Some mosquito's gonna take down the whole population. Get out of here.
Get out of here. Fake science. That was a redundant sentence.
Colson, do we? Looks like we attacked your core beliefs or something.
Yeah. No, it's hurting my feelings.
Okay, whatever.
I'm a big mosquito truther.
I'm trying to think of like the forums that you're on.
Mosquit-Anon.